So today we're going to talk about the present subjunctive irregular conjugations. It's a really easy way to remember which ones actually get the irregular conjugations. All you have to do is remember the acronym DISHES. We have the verbs dar, ir, ser, haber, estar, and saber. A second way to remember that these are irregular is because, again, they can't follow the three steps that we had learned in how to conjugate verbs regularly, which is, of course, conjugate to the yo form in the regular subjunctive, drop the o, and then add the opposite ending. Let's take a look at why. Once you conjugate, and as I always ask you guys to do, you're going to have to conjugate to the yo form in the regular tense to figure out what category any kind of verb falls under in the subjunctive. Let's take a look. Every single one of these verbs in the regular yo tense, the regular present tense in the yo form, you can't drop the o, either because it's followed by another consonant like the y, such as doi, roy, soy, estoy, or because there's no o to drop, like aber changes to a and saber changes to say. So that being said, you do have to completely memorize a whole new format of verb conjugations. There's no trick, you just have to memorize it. In your notes, it might be out of order, so make sure you're going to the correct place where the verb is. And let's take a look. I did do some highlighting so you guys could see some of the irregularities even within the verbs themselves. For example, under dar, which again means to give, the conjugation becomes de, des, demos, des, den. Typo on the sheet. So what I did is I highlighted first and third person singular because they get accents, and I drew a box around the vosotros because you would expect that one to get an accent, and it actually doesn't. Next, we go to ir, okay? So because of the fact that we can't drop the o, it's a completely irregular verb, so it becomes vaya, vayas, vaya, vayamos, vayais, vayan. And here you can see that it does get the conjugated form of vosotros does have the accent on the a. Moving on to ser, which means to be, because it has soy, we can't drop the o. This is going to become sea, seas, sea, seamos, seais, sean. Moving on from there, the verb haber. And haber, as I told you guys, we are actually going to we're going to go over it again in the spring. For now, just kind of put this into the back of your mind that it is irregular in the subjunctive. So in the spring, when we really talk about haber and we learn the perfect tenses, as you can see, it's called a helping verb, it is going to come back up. But for now, just know that it's irregular. You will not be tested on it in this section. And it becomes aya, ayas, aya, ayamos, ayais, ayan. Estar is another one that has a bunch of different accent marks that are really important that you remember because it does change the meaning, because we can't drop the o because of the estoy conjugation for the yo in the regular present tense. It becomes este, estes, este, estemos, estes, esten. Once again, I highlighted where all the accents are, and I drew a box around the one that you would expect to have it, just because obviously every other form does, but it doesn't. And last we have saber. This one, usually students get confused between the preterite form of saber as well, which is supe, supiste, supo. So just really be careful that you're not doing that. It becomes sepa, sepas, sepa, sepamos, sepais, sepan. And again, I did highlight the accented part in the vosotros.